Hello, I got back from Scotland and I'm currently unpacking, so I thought I'd show you the things I got. Let's see. That's my bag. Let me grab a few things and then I'll show you in my room. Right, so as usual, my room looks like something exploded in it, but it's okay. I still thought I would film this because I want to put things away. So I did not really plan on buying anything when I was in Glasgow. It just kind of happened. So let's roll with it. So when I was there, I saw a Jack Wills store and I ended up buying a shirt that is just a plain cotton shirt with some details. Very typical of the stuff that I would normally buy. And yeah, it looks like all my shirts because I'm a very boring person. And yeah, I think I got rid of a couple shirts last time that I filmed the video for my channel, so you probably are aware of this. And this will join my little spread of shirts that I wear every single day for work. So just added that to that. It's from Jack Wills, it's a brand that is mostly New England style, kind of preppy in a way. Like the very old Abercrombie and Fitch before they changed the way they do things. And then I got this little dress also from Jack Wills. It has a very deep V-neck here, and so I plan on wearing it with a white shirt under. And again, it would be very schoolgirl type of thing. It is in this very, very thick corduroy fabric, and this one replaces a skirt that I also got rid of recently because I did go through a clear out of my clothes and everything. Effectively what I've been doing over the past days, and I'm still on vacation right now, is that every time I open a drawer and I find something that I don't feel like I want to wear, or I avoid wearing for a few times, I just get rid of it. And I had a skirt that was a very thick cord. It was effectively like this, and I had bought it in Paris, but I remember the conditions when I bought it were not ideal. I remember how sad I was, and also it's a skirt that kind of has a very unfortunate way of opening up, and so every single time I wore it I just felt very self-conscious because of how it just flares, and it's not something that I would be able to fix. So I eventually ended up giving it away so that somebody with a more suited body shape for that would be able to enjoy it, because for me it just didn't work with my curves. And so instead I got this thing because I still love cord. I love the schoolgirl style, but I still need something where I feel comfortable and cute wearing it, not where I'm always worried about whether or not I'm flashing somebody, especially that I like to wear it for work. And then I had this pair of jeans. These are from Hollister, and again, you can see that I actually went to a to a smaller city than London, because I didn't go to the stores that I would normally go to in London. I go to more grown-up stores, but because I was in Glasgow, I didn't feel like going to the things that we already have. And I'm aware we have such stores in London, but I don't go to the places where you would have them because they tend to be quite crowded. It's just that we happened to have, our hotel was near the city center, and my sister actually wanted to go to these Buchanan galleries because the real estate there is a lot less expensive than in London. So every store is many times the size of the stores you would find in here. And so you just have a lot more choice. I got these very high-waisted jeans because I recently, again in the same purge, I got rid of 2 pairs of jeans from Zara. I would wear them, but then they didn't feel right. Like when I first bought them, they were okay, and I think although they were my normal size, they felt a bit too large and too baggy and just didn't work. I think it was an inconsistency in sizing, which was a mistake from buying them online. And I noticed that there were 3 or 4 times where I would want to wear the thing and I don't. And what actually sealed the deal for me was that I was going to see my sister who lives very, very close, right? And I was wearing one of those Zara jeans at home, and I remember I didn't even want to go out with these jeans, and I had to change. And that's when I was like, no. If it doesn't make me feel amazing every single time, then it doesn't stay. So I got rid of those, and then I bought these. I have gained quite a bit of weight, which I'm not really bothered with. So they do feel a bit just about right. And I know that when I go back to my normal weight, when I start working again, because normally every time I start going back to work, I just melt. But because I have been on vacation, I have been eating a lot, everything, I have been indulging, and I'm loving it. So I have some of my curves back that are very, very accentuated, and for now this doesn't have the final look, but I still like it. And that's the thing, I liked having something that works while I am at my heaviest right now, and that would work also once I'm back to work and I start shedding the weight because of all the stress. And then I bought something cheeky, which is this Dolce & Gabbana dress. It's a silk dress, and it's the brightest yellow you'd ever seen, and it has these koi fish. Is this koi fish? I suppose. And it's all super bright, very long, so it's a very ladylike length, and very weird sleeves. It's really not the kind of dress you would find everywhere, and it's so bright and so in your face that I just said, you know what? I need something that screams like that, because my style is so understated. I have just, you've just seen that I bought, I don't know, maybe my 15th white shirt, and I go through these quite a lot because I wear them every day, and I have a very predictable style. I have a very, very classic style. So with such a capsule wardrobe, I can afford to have something that is just outrageous, and this dress was it. I couldn't stop smiling when I saw it, because it's not the sleeves I would take, it's not a color I would have, and yet with my rich skin tone I can pull it off. So I thought, you know what, let's do something crazy. And then I also got this thing, Gilly Hicks, I don't know, but it's an underwear brand, and I got a pack of these because I remember many years ago reading about the story of how this brand started, and I was just curious. Honestly, it was just curiosity. Obviously I used it, but it was just pure curiosity. Now, beauty wise, we were at that massive, so in the Buchanan galleries they had this booth that was quite big. Now the booths that I have next to me in the King's Road, there are two of them. One of them is small and the other one is tiny. You don't have much choice, right? And the big booths that are over 2 or 3 stories are usually in places where you have just too many crowds and tourists and all that stuff, like Oxford Circus and that. I don't go there. I don't like crowds. So I never actually get to go and see all the stuff that you could find in a booth. And so while we were in these galleries, we got a chance to go to this booth that was over 3 stories, and so it was a massive drugstore, and it means that the products that they had are things that you wouldn't have in the booth that I have next to me. And yes, I could always order online, but it just felt nice to browse again. And so remember, there is this brand called Waken. I used to buy their mouth rinse, and then I stopped buying it for a while because they changed their packaging, and I felt that it was inauthentic, because initially it was all aluminum and then they switched to plastic, but then they said that it's 100% recycled plastic or whatever. But anyway, so they recently came up with the toothpaste, and I was thinking, you know what, let me try it. Because now I'm back to buying the brand again. I repurchased their mouth rinse a while ago, and I thought, since they came up with this, let me give it a try. And it comes in an aluminum tube like this, So I'm going to add this to my bathroom cabinet, and I'll tell you what I think of it. Then as I was there, my nail, I always have this thumbnail always breaking. It always breaks here, similar to this one. I have very, very weak nails, but my thumbs always will have a broken nail somehow, unless I am consistent in wearing nail polish. And because I had been quite busy, etc., I wasn't, and so it's been breaking and breaking and breaking. And at some point I was fed up, so while I was in Boots, I ended up buying this thing from Nails Inc. It's called Back to Life, Repair, Recuperate and Glow, and it's one of their repairing lines, and that's what I'm wearing right now. It looks very, very, very light. It's quite transparent. I just apply a couple layers and then you remove it after a few days and reapply, and it's meant to make your nails feel better. I already think that this is feeling better, although I've only used it twice, and I'm going to probably use it for a good couple months until I see an improvement, and then I can go back to wearing nail polish. But my sister actually gave me one. Wait, hold on. So as my sister saw that I really liked this Nails Inc. one, she went and bought her own, right? And because she had bought this OPI gel break, she ended up giving it to me today because she used it a couple of times and she didn't like it, because my sister wears gel nails and this is just something she bought for as a break in between, but she didn't enjoy it, and it serves the same purpose as this. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use this for a month or two, and then I will eventually every now and then start using this and then alternate with my nail polishes, normal nail polishes afterwards. Speaking of which, I ended up buying this nail base and top coat from Rimmel. You guys know that I was extremely happy with my Rimmel Flamenco Peach, which is the red nail polish that I had been raving about for so many videos, and so I liked it so much that I ended up buying the top coat. And I recently, while I was there, I bought the base coat because we don't have that in the Boots next to me. It's quite inexpensive compared to something. This is £15. It's quite expensive. This is maybe £3 or £2, something like that, but they serve different purposes. And the last couple things I got were when I was in the Highlands. So I did stay in Glasgow the whole duration of my vacation. We didn't do much. It was quite rainy. It was a relatively boring city. And then we had a one-day trip to the Highlands, and as we were there, we went to visit something called Highland Soap Company. It is a Scottish handmade soaps and skincare, quite organic. They have very nice things. They have a nice cafe next to it, and so I ended up buying two things that I thought I would like, because I made the decision to not buy any tchotchkes that you collect and you just leave at home and they collect dust and all that. I thought I like the fact that I'm going there with my sister, we're making memories, we're enjoying, I'm looking at nature. But if I'm going to buy something, I want to buy something that I'm going to use up, and then, you know, every time I use it, I'm very happy. I remember this, the feeling and everything, but then it's not there cluttering my home, right? So I got this sweet orange and cinnamon organic aloe vera bubble bath. I wanted a bubble bath for ages, and I tried to buy a few. I think I bought one once, and I tried to even make my own bubble bath, but just using simple, you know, shower gel and try to make it foam up. It doesn't work. So the fact that this is organic, etc., etc., I just feel like it's very indulgent, and I'm definitely going to have a bubble bath tonight. I'm very excited about it because I like my bath, and yeah, there's nothing more to say about it. I'm going to wash my face, put on a face mask, put my bubble bath, put on an audiobook or a nice maybe music or something, and I can't wait. I can't wait. I just want to do that because I've been wanting to have a bubble bath for ages, but the bubble bath you find are those sickly sweet pink things that you find, like soap and glory and things that are overly scented, Lush and these kind of things. I want something that smells nice but doesn't smell artificial. So score. And actually when you go there, you can, because they try to do a bit of zero waste things, etc. I'm not going to get preachy, but you can refill your things in there. So I'm not going to refill anything. Once I'm done, I'm going to recycle it, because I don't think I'm going to go and lug empty bottles all the way to the Highlands. And then the second thing I got from them is lemongrass and ginger hand and body organic cream. So this is lemongrass and ginger, so it will be quite revitalizing. I'm very good at moisturizing my skin. Like, I can't remember the last time I moisturized my skin, but I'm trying to get better at it, and I am using some of the products that I have. I have a pot that looks kind of like this from a company called Pinks. I had bought it just with my usual groceries. It's also organic, and I am halfway through that, so I thought, you know, once I finish that, I'll start this one. And that is that. So this is effectively everything I got from my trip to the Highlands. I did buy a couple bits before going to the Highlands because I went to Henley. So I bought a dress, and I bought some sandals, and I bought a hat, because Henley is, for if you don't know, is a rowing event. It's called Henley Royal Regatta, and I went to the semi-finals because a friend kindly invited me. And it was beautiful. It's one of the last places where you can actually dress up, and where having something very being dressed properly is something that is not seen as being pretentious. I really liked it. I enjoyed looking around and seeing everybody looking so nice, and it feels good. You can always go back to wearing your ripped jeans afterwards, but I liked that. It just felt you know, out of this world. You know, it felt like you were in another vibe. It's quite nice. I think I need to start doing a lot more of these things, just because I like being somewhere where you don't have too many drunk people shouting at you and all that. Though I'm aware a lot of people just afterwards go and get completely hammered. Obviously my sister and I left way before, because yes, we don't like being around drunk people. So we went while it was still civilized and all kind nice and blah 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 blah. So yes, that's everything. I'm going now to put the things that I need to go to my bathroom in my bathroom, and then I'm going to put these things away. I still have some laundry in here. Oh yeah, might show you this. Actually, I managed to get my trousers fixed. Remember how I had this thing had broken on my trousers? So I actually took them to a place called Blanc. They have some kind of a toxic free, organic, environmentally friendly dry cleaning and all that. That's where I get my things done sometimes, and that's where I get my trousers altered, because I'm short. I'm very short. But yeah, I decided to buy this. It's vintage, so I bought it online from Etsy, and I bought a couple of these buckles. And I made it a choice to not actually change both of them. I think it gives it character. I like my things. I take good care of my things, and I don't mind that they have something quirky about them. So if the other one breaks or this one breaks again, I will have a couple buckles to replace them, but I'm not really that worried about having something that is really perfect and looks like it was never touched. So I don't mind, but I'm very happy that my trousers are back, because like with a lot of my things, once I like something, I wear it to death. And I've already worn these quite a lot, which is why I even managed to break the buckle, but no regrets. So they're going to go now into my little dresser, and that's it. What else did I want to show you? Oh yeah, I got 2 of these MAC Marrakesh. So I had been keeping my MAC empties for over a year and a half, and they were just somewhere in there. And then I know you cannot tell, but I have the reason why this thing is like this and this thing is like this is because I have been doing a sort of a deep clean, and what I want to do over the next couple of days is really deep clean my house. So I kind of went through the detail of things, the small bits, the areas where you don't really look. And so I started really going in the detail of organizing my closet. And part of that was really going through the nooks that I have around here, where I usually keep the things that are like my little recycling bit, etc. I keep my beauty recycling there, and then every now and then I will just go and recycle all at once. But I had a special thing for recycling just for MAC, and it's been sat there for a year and a half because obviously lockdown, and also because the MAC boutique on the King's Road closed permanently. And I was not sure anymore whether MAC does any back to MAC. So the other day, where was I? I went to meet a friend in Soho, and because I knew I was meeting them, I decided, you know what? Let me stop by the MAC boutique there. And I stopped by, I brought 12 empties, because for every 6 empties, you get a lipstick. And I got 2 MAC Marrakesh, because it's the lipstick I wear every day anyway. This is the dress I bought for Henley. It's very long actually. It's because you have your dress has to be below the knee, so it's mid calf, and I got it from Polo Ralph Lauren. I don't have the hat because it's a straw boater hat, and so I decided to wear it on the day, and then I moved it to my storage. And for the sandals, it's actually these. They are from Birkenstock, because I was initially going to wear some sandals from Churches, and I tried wearing them, but because of my surgery, my foot is still quite sore and swollen, and I tried wearing them for 2 days in a row at home, and I realized I wouldn't be able to last a day on that. So I just went to Birkenstock and I got these. And I really liked them. They were very comfy from day one. I wore them all day, and I also wore them today. These are the ones that I have been wearing today. And actually, as I was putting my sandals back, I realized that I also bought these things. These are just some trainers from Nike. They're exactly the model that I had before, so the Nike Zoom. I had the model from 2 years ago, but what happened is that 2 weeks ago I wore my old Nikes, and as I wore them I started feeling a bit of pain, and also like my foot switching, like moving in a weird way. And I realized that because I had these for a long time, they still had the shape and the pronation of before I did my foot surgery, and so it was a bit painful on my foot because they had like they molded to my feet, which is normal. I mean, if you have shoes for 2-3 years, it's normal, right? So I ended up going because, you know, if it ain't broke. So I just got the exact same ones, but I got the model from this year because they didn't have my old model, and replace the old ones because I'm boring like that. I don't really care. So that's effectively it. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I got. This is just my recycling and blah. Yeah, I didn't get anything else. Yep. Right, so I'm going to organize this a little bit. Then I need to fill my empties. So I'm going to do that. So I'll probably wear this for a good 2 or 3 videos because I'm just back from vacation. So I'm going to be filming things that I was putting off. So yeah, see you in my next video. Bye.